Hello and welcome to this video about the package MS-2424 audiophile network switch. Because it's an audiophile switch, you probably want to know, how does it sound? Well, it's loud. Now that it's booting in particular, it will come down a bit later on. I probably think that I've gone mad and talk about audiophile audio switches, and well, I never knew until about a month ago such thing existed, until on a local forum a guy said that his switch has packed up, and offered to have a look at it, but because I'm not an authorized agent, he wouldn't let me, and well, this switch was $4,500. So I was interested what model that was, and here it is. So because I rewired my house, and the dealing that a friend of mine donated a couple of ports that didn't work, I thought maybe I'll buy myself an audiophile switch, and here it is. I didn't pay $4,500 because I don't have that much, and I wasn't going to spend that much, so I paid $69 in the United States. Sadly, with shipping and local taxes, it came to $160 or something like that. Americans, over $200. Serious money. As you see, it has now booted because the fans slow down, and these are not the fans I've ever seen. You know, these are AVC fans, ball bearing type. I probably have to replace them because they're a bit too noisy for my liking, for my workshop. So it's still booting. We have a sort of a light there suggesting that there's a power to it, and there it is. Shows you a gigabit connection, but one of them should turn to, and also there it's very fancy. You see over there, you can see it all flashes. Oh, it's a gigabit connection now. Before I had on a 100 meg connection, and it was yellow. So there you go. So my Cisco phone is connected. You see over there, and that probably sounds now fabulous. Through the audiophile switch. Okay, so now we're back to 100 meg connection because it shows it in yellow, and you know, never had such a fancy thing. Switch mode supply. I thought it was a mean well, but it isn't. It is a Chinese company called something or other. Maybe you'll be able to see. It's too small print for me, and well, and there's a Broadcom chipset over there. I don't know if you can see it or not. I'll try to zoom in. Wow, it goes out of focus. Anyway, it's over there, and it's a Broadcom with a very, very long name. You know, it's just it's endless, like 16 characters, so I'm not going to try to read that. So anyway, there it is. I'll see. The fans sadly are not cheap. I've looked up on eBay, and they're $15 for one, shipped for free. So it's $30 for two. So really, it becomes an expensive affair. Sadly, those fans are really worn out, I think. And sadly, the bracket that arrived, one of the brackets, the other one is good, is also bent. So, you know, soon I will have a audiophile network. In case you're wondering, I don't do any streaming. Sometimes if I don't feel to play CDs in my workshop, I listen to Caprice Radio. I thought originally it was a French radio, but it is Russian license, and you can get anything out there. I think they got like a couple of hundred stations. I listen to free jazz, which is I think the only free jazz. There is one French that does free jazz, but very poor quality. Caprice Radio does everything at 320 kilobits per second. And I also have avant-garde jazz. There are also a couple of audiophile stations, and these, let me see if I can fire up my app here. This is the phone I use to run my Cambridge audio. So as you see, let me get there. Just to make it more interesting, because a couple of stations. This one is avant-garde. You see, Radio Caprice avant-garde, but there is a thing called Name Jazz, and they play a reasonably good. I can turn it up. Reasonably good music. Okay, and well, I think I got out of focus there. Yeah. And also there is another English company that does that, Audiophile company, and that's Lynn. Sadly, Lynn Jazz only plays Scottish music. So you see, Martin Taylor is the most played artist there, and but I much prefer Name. It's a greater variety and more advanced music. Lynn only plays sort of easy listening, okay, and then of course there is a Radio Caprice free jazz, which I really prefer. But Name is sort of very nice and very good quality. I thoroughly recommend it. So this is what I listen. So it doesn't matter then, you know, what switch you have. I don't think it matters at all, because it's, you know, packets that get resent if they are in some case lost or corrupted. Thank you very much, and till the next one. Bye bye.